Yo, listen.
Yeah. That 806 The Show episode come out.
We here. Yo, what's good? It's the 806 Show. It's your boy Jiggy.
Dímelo, Jesse.
Are you tired of these whack radio commercials?
Hey, this is Evelyn, and you're tuning in to the 806 Show.
Shout out 806 The Show.
Talk to me nice.
Tune in every Thursday to the 806 Show.
Yo, 806 The Show.
Shout out to 806 The Show.
At the 806 Show.
806 The Show.
Hey, this is Sol Maria. You're now listening to 806 The Show. Survive.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Melly Melon. This is the best damn sports podcast, period. This is 806 The Show. We got a fantastic episode today. We got a fantasy expert with us to talk a little football.
Oh, football season.
But first, the co-host. My co-host to the left was out and about in the mean streets of Salem Halloween nights, smashing pumpkins and scaring children. Make some noise for Ari G.
What's up, guys?
How was the streets?
Oh, well, you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's
All right.
tradition, right?
Okay. I didn't know that.
As a Salem native,
I was at the gym.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
I definitely regret going out to Salem Halloween. It was a little very exciting.
I bet it was. It's Halloween, bro.
I trick or treated in PB with the kids. Might be a lot better.
And my co-host to the right,
My boy.
is doing so bad in fantasy this season.
Oh, that's a
He had
great
to
intro.
lie about paying
Great
his
intro.
entry fee last episode. Make some noise for Sanchez.
He forgot.
He didn't forget. He
That's a
checked
difference.
He checked his whole Cash App and
It's
Venmo
a
transaction,
difference.
and your shit was not there, buddy.
I paid.
Pay that $50.
I don't blame when you're like
It's
losing.
0-8 and you haven't
Like
paid
right
yet. You're
now,
like, fuck.
in my other league, I'm like second to
worst
last,
season
and I don't want to pay that.
But you have to pay.
Like, I don't even want to play anymore.
I don't like this game.
You gotta pay $100. I'm second
And
to
our
last.
special guest, you can catch him on Twitter, giving start and sit advices as the fantasy football dad. Make some noise for what? For Tom Ward. How you doing?
I did pay my fantasy dues. Just want to be noted.
nice.
Everyone should pay their fantasy dues.
Which everybody should.
You know.
Like I did.
But I have. So there's the leagues that like make you pay up front. Those are the good ones. They make you pay right away.
My other
Then you
ones
got
are
our leagues that you're chasing somebody down in March for your winnings. April.
That's the worst.
That is the
It's
worst.
usually the big money ones though, like the $100, $150. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get the next paycheck.
Yeah, right?
They should tell Phil
Eventually.
next paycheck. Like, yo, I got you next paycheck, and we get paid the same.
I got several leagues. I gotta pay up.
No, I'm pretty. The work league, I'm not paid up
I
yet.
got half done.
I'm pretty confident in my work league.
Oh, yeah,
Then
my
I'm
other
gonna come
league,
back.
I'm good. My work league, I'm good. It's just when I'm not having a good time.
Still gotta pay. You still gotta pay, bro.
I'll pay the other one. It's fine.
All right. But before we get to fantasy football, we have a lot of NFL stuff, and we're gonna talk some Pats because I feel like we always skip over the Pats because we don't like them.
'Cause the
But
They're not doing good.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
it's
I miss Brady.
We all miss Brady.
he didn't. Yo, he's even better in my eyes now, Brady. Than like,
You didn't think it was possible.
I didn't think. I was like, bro, you want 7 titles and your legacy's just getting better every year.
These are like the same pieces he was given every year. Like he was really.
He would have made something with this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At least an 8-8.
He would have made something with this. You know, it's wow. This year. And the worst part is you can be bad, but they're boring as hell too.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
right.
They make the teams they're playing boring. Like it's just nothing worse than a boring season.
To be honest with you, I haven't watched the football. I mean, I'm usually on Red Zone because of fantasy and all that stuff.
I don't see them on red zone too much.
Because they don't
They're
do
not.
anything.
You have to score to be on red zone.
honestly,
They don't pop up.
Yo, they really don't
It's like,
pop
wait,
up.
have I watched the Patriots game?
No, because they don't score points.
Oh,
They
man.
definitely. So one of the main issues, I mean, Patriots have a lot of issues, but one of the main issues is that Brady's not there.
Yes. The quarterback.
Somebody else is.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Still starting.
Yeah.
Who else is going to start? Josh, you want to start?
I'll start. I would rather me be quarterback at this point.
Yeah.
That team's it's just sad because before it was everybody was saying how Bill Belichick's the reason why we're winning. He made Tom Brady. So
Yeah.
everybody assumed You're gonna make Mac Jones into the next Tom Brady.
Yeah. Not that easy.
He did not. He
It's
did
not gonna work. It's not gonna work that way.
I mean, the first his rookie year, we weren't bad. I think we didn't make the playoffs, but I think we were like
a pretty good
500.
rookie his rookie season.
And
It's like a
then,
top
That might have
three
been his
rookie.
best season.
Yeah.
I think he is just so burnt in the ass over Brady winning that Tampa Bay championship that now he wants to somehow win with nobody. So
Yeah.
he can say it was me. It wasn't
Yeah.
anyone else
Look
but
what
all
I
me.
did
But
with
it's
these-
not working for him.
No,
but I
right.
think that's what he's trying to do. They need to coach fine, but general manager no more. He can't.
yeah, that's
he cannot draft
absolutely.
anymore.
Absolutely.
He cannot be drafting anymore. He can't draft offensive weapons. And like he didn't
wants
know
to
Brady
spend
was
money.
going to be Brady. Let's be honest.
Right.
he got lucky.
We've
That
seen
was-
the picture
that
of Brady
was
in the
lucky.
box of shorts. He
Yeah.
looked like he was going to be the greatest.
I
of all
wouldn't have
time.
drafted him.
I mean,
6th round, why not? Hey.
he did
Last
not know
pick.
that was going to happen, and and look at the wide receivers he's missed on, and N'Keal Harry. I mean, I'm never going to let that go.
Yeah.
So it's just he's not good at drafting. Keep him as a coach, fine. He's a great defensive mind, but
All right.
offensively,
So do you think he's like, it's one of those guys who's like, I won my way and I'm stuck in my ways and you're not going to tell me anything any otherwise?
I would say yes.
At this point, yes. That's exactly how
You would
it
have
is.
to just be stubborn.
Adapting to the changes of the game.
Are they?
What?
I don't think the Pats are adapted. They look like the same
No,
offense.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a
needs
struggle to do so. It's not easy to like adapt to how much he's been in the league a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point they should have transitioned a little more to a running game, which I feel like they
don't think
they
we've ever
don't
had
even
one.
care about the
Yeah.
running backs. The running backs and other receivers for the
When
team.
was the last time we had a running game?
I mean, they should have a running game. Stevenson is
Yeah.
talented. It doesn't make sense, but I mean, I hear you on the age thing, but then you look at Pete Carroll. Seattle looks great this year.
With
Yeah.
Geno Smith. Yeah.
I know Geno.
did that
That
come
was
from?
one
I
I
love
was
it.
wrong on.
Yeah.
My son was like, "I'm telling you, Geno Smith, it was all wrong in New York. He's gonna be great in Seattle." I'm like, what are you smoking? But he was right. He looks
a good
great.
one.
And-
That's a good call.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
they're
I wouldn't have
contenders
called
this
it.
year, and I mean. I don't think it's a matter of Belichick being out of touch more than it's just his ego. I think he's got a massive ego, and
Probably,
it
yeah.
needs to be all him.
Yeah.
He's already a Hall of Famer. We know that.
Yes.
For a fact. But you have to, let the reins go a little bit.
So
He does.
My
That
biggest
growth.
question is, how long is the leash? How many losing seasons can you have before you really have to have that conversation? Like, listen, buddy,
He's been getting reeled in every year.
like 7 titles is great, or
I think
6.
it's unlimited, unfortunately.
I do too.
I think
I'm
it's
not
a
even
very
mad at
long
that.
leash.
I
I
think
don't
so,
think it
too.
should be, especially like I said, a GM. But I think after what he's done, the leash is pretty damn long.
Right. Just until he retires.
you think if we get like a top 2 pick,
But he's not. You're gonna have to tank. I don't see.
they
We're
won
taking
2 games.
anyways.
They won 2 games.
We're taking regardless.
I like Caleb Williams.
Yeah, right.
Even though he had a bad couple games.
He's
but
asking an awful lot, Caleb Williams.
No, right.
I think he just like.
Yeah, that was
they
that's
ain't gonna
wild.
give him what he wants.
No,
that's for sure.
no, but like,
Robert Kraft.
hey, you know,
No.
try to push it forward. Somebody got to be the first one to ask. They're gonna say no, and
Absolutely.
he's still gonna come play. But somebody gotta.
He wants like stake in the team.
That's
He
crazy.
wants part
No.
ownership.
Because think about like
Take one snap on an NFL field before you make demands,
Right.
please. You know, I mean,
No,
we've,
right.
we've seen, so many people that come out of college are supposed to be this and that. Sam Darnold was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in his sophomore year.
Jamarcus
The
Russell.
next big thing. Never happened.
especially in football, I feel like a lot of college players.
Yep.
Don't usually translate.
Translate well.
Totally.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, but Jamarcus Russell was just he didn't
He on
want.
drugs?
Yeah, there's a lot.
And he
just
also
didn't-
was gigantic.
He just kept on
Yeah,
eating.
you got
He was a lineman.
effort has to be a lot. Like,
At some point, you gotta.
This is the first year ever in my life that being a Detroit Lions fan, I have Patriot fans walking up to me and not making jokes, but saying they wish their team was as good as mine. That doesn't usually happen
I know,
being a
this is-
Lions fan.
I feel the Lions are pretty cool
Yeah,
right
that-
now.
that-
Right?
that doesn't make- that doesn't
They're
make-
like, I wish the
thought-
Patriots were as good as
I
them.
enjoyed them last year. I enjoyed the Lions last year.
They're fun.
They have like
Fun
a
to
little
watch.
grit to them, right?
Yeah.
They played tough. They lost a lot of games, but like they were literally in every game. It's just
Dan Campbell is the coaches.
yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hard not to like them, even if you weren't a Lions fan like
All
myself.
right.
But
So were you a Lions fan when you guys went winless?
I was a Lions fan. Yeah, I've been a Lions fan from like the whole time I've liked football. I've been a Lions fan. I don't dislike the Patriots. Like I kind of don't
by
like
default. I like them by default because you have to.
I like
my
them by default as
AFC
well.
team. But if it comes to Lions and Patriots, even when they play, I'm always been a Lions guy. But I mean, who didn't live around here and enjoy the Brady era? Yeah. Turns out when Brady left, I was like, shit, I was a Brady fan. I wasn't a Patriots fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
you realize
But
that.
the Lions, I know I'm a Lions fan because we've had some pretty bad years, you know?
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Also has some great players.
Yeah, exactly. We retired them nice and young.
Yeah, Calvin.
Real young.
Yeah,
Calvin
10 years
Johnson,
in, I'm out.
Barry
That
Sanders.
Detroit Lions health plan is pretty good. They take
time
care of
to
no
play.
concussions. Everybody's walking fine.
Yeah.
You play for the Bears. You might have back issues right now.
The Bears.
Stop.
Another train wreck.
Yeah, right.
They might be a bigger train wreck than the Patriots, the Bears.
The Bears is hard to save.
There's not a lot
Did you
of
expect anything from the Bears? I actually expected a little bit better. Little.
I think Williams should go to the Bears instead. Because
I think Williams will literally stay at USC one more year to not go to the Bears.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Chicago. It's just, they're just teams that are horribly run, and that's where you go to die.
like the front office.
It's just like
It's just horrible.
Oakland. You like.
Yep.
You don't want to go to Oakland or
But-
Vegas. I'm sorry.
Since
But at
like
least
Randy
Vegas
Moss,
is warm.
Huh?
since like Randy Moss has been there, it's been
Well,
like
since
problems
since
with
the Tuck rule. Since the Tuck rule, the Raiders has
It's
been
all worked out since then.
Yeah. Since what was the owner? Al
Yeah, the
Al
father.
something. What's his last name? The Raiders Al something.
I never knew the owner. You know, he had to search it.
Hey, it's a tip of my tongue too. Al Davis. Al
The
Davis.
whole
Davis.
haircut there.
Al
Yeah.
Al
It was
Davis.
a neat old haircut.
Really weird right now.
Just win, baby. That's what he used to say.
Used to
Well, we
pay
speak
everybody.
about the Raiders. They fired everybody.
Yeah, they just literally
They literally fired.
the GM, the
Coach.
the coach, the offensive coordinator.
Now just
they
Trey
benched
Devontae.
Jimmy G. Who's the back? I don't even know the backup.
To me.
Yeah, literally.
I'm playing on Sunday.
You'll play better. I'll pick you up on waivers.
You'll,
Yeah,
you'll
thank
throw
you.
that to Adams. Hold on.
I think it's like
Yo,
Ray
Adams is
Donald
about
or
to fight
He's
the
leaving.
entire team.
He's ready
I
just
feel
to
bad.
walk off.
Yeah, he's gonna pull Antonio Brown.
I'm at sidelines last night, and I see on the ticker on the top, it's like Devontae Adams didn't request a trade, and I was just like, what? What do you mean he didn't
Probably
request?
just couldn't.
Yeah, right.
Couldn't probably the word.
It's
I
like,
mean,
what?
their defense is great at times. The Raiders'
Yeah.
offense, man, especially in that Lions game, that was ugly as can be. Jimmy G wasn't even close. I mean, if you can't hit Devontae Adams, then
Right. I've seen
shouldn't be
him
playing.
open all the time.
I don't think-
Myers is good. You got Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy G likes football.
You had Darren Waller.
he doesn't play.
I really don't. No, he really
There was
he
no
doesn't
spirit
care.
behind him the other night when they were doing bad.
The money is he got the money.
Now he's calm and cool, collected.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I'm
like, I don't
surprised
care.
it's lasted this long.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
He's had moments where I thought he was going to be good, but he never crossed over into
like-
actually getting it done. So,
All right.
and he can't stay healthy on top of it.
I thought he was going to be the best Brady backup.
Yes, I thought he was going to be the guy at one point when they
Yeah.
were prepping for Brady to leave.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been perfect.
But who is
didn't work.
the best Brady
That's a good
backup?
question. Who is the best Brady backup or Brady disciple?
Disciple. Yeah, the disciples of
Best
Brady.
disciples of Brady.
Oh, really hasn't really
Yeah,
been one.
there's not many, right?
No,
Was Jacoby Brisket?
Brisket was next.
that
Clearly-
might be it.
Yeah.
He's probably the best one to come out from
Yeah,
now,
maybe.
It would have been
which is
Jimmy G.
crazy to say.
That's what you do when you draft the way he drafts. So you don't get the top picks. You don't. But then again, we were winning back then. But
It was
either
crazy.
way-
I used to always defend. I've been defending Mac Jones the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, give him a chance to grow.
No,
Give him the whole spiel.
I think this was the year. Like, yo, you better show us something now.
He's got a punchable face.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, right in the draft, when they drafted him, he walked on.
just like, who
Immediately,
is-
my brain's like, I'm going to give him a chance, but he's got a very punchable
I don't
face.
think so.
yeah, I don't like.
Big Mac. He came in overweight. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
You're a quarterback.
He also played at Alabama, where you literally
Didn't do had nothing.
here
Yep.
90 yards.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the quarterback doesn't have to do too much work.
yeah, those Alabama quarterbacks. I mean, a bunch of them are pretty good with Tua and what's his face?
yeah,
in
true.
Philly. But usually, remember like AJ McCarron and those ones, and like people like that who are not gonna really You have a stacked team. That's like if you're the point guard to like the dream team in the Olympics. Like,
Yeah, that's what it.
yeah, you did well because you had Jordan and you had Pippen and all these people.
Just threw the
You
ball.
get to be part of
open.
it.
Yeah, I was there.
Third string running back makes
I
that.
was there.
It's like, what?
It's true. It's true, and he always becomes a starter.
That's funny.
Just that stack of a team.
Yeah, right.
So here's a question. We are pretty. I don't know if I'm surprised the Bears are bad. I think
No,
Bears have been
not
bad.
surprised the Bears are bad.
I'm not surprised the Bears are bad, but they had some additions this
Yeah.
offseason.
So we're gonna go around.
Look like they tried.
yeah, right.
Actually, I'm not even gonna go around. We'll just say if you have one, you just say it. Most surprising team, whether they're really good or like, damn, y'all trash.
Okay.
Who do you think is the most surprising? Detroit might be one of them, being that good.
I'm
not surprised.
I'm not surprised. I feel like they ended last year on a good note that it kept going.
So you guys did have a surprising loss. Who's the one who someone just beat the brakes off y'all? Who was it?
The Ravens.
Yeah, that was
Let's
surprising.
go.
That was surprising.
Ravens humbled them a bit.
A little bit. I was just like,
Big Ravens fan.
I think everybody was just about to jump on the Detroit train, like, yo, you guys are gonna be really good, and then Baltimore, which I don't even think Baltimore. Honestly, I don't even know if Baltimore is a better team than Detroit.
They can,
Even though they won, I think they
when
just.
Baltimore shows up, they can play great. They're coached great, all around great, but then they just disappear sometimes.
Yeah, true.
They're a weird team. Like in survival pools,
Yeah.
I'm never going near Baltimore because you never know what team you're going to get.
Oh, true.
But surprising teams, Bengals to me, on a negative note, I
yeah.
thought they were going to be like.
I thought they would pick it up by now, but
Yeah,
they usually start slow.
They start
But I thought they would pick it up.
It's
He
a
was
very
hurt in the
slow
beginning.
pickup. Yeah, I mean, Burrow looks better coming out of the bye. I'll give him that. But
Yeah.
I just expected them to be Super Bowl contenders, and I don't even
Right away from.
Didn't I have them in the Super Bowl? I think I had them in the Super Bowl.
Burrow was my,
think
my
so,
MVP.
yeah.
I think I picked them.
For the Super Bowl.
I think I picked Cincy.
Burrow was my MVP pick before the season started.
Jesus Christ.
Our
And then he
predictions.
just did.
And you
No
guys were
problem
just-
having a
you guys were
podcast.
just
So we do
like
predictions and it's on camera.
talking down on Lamar Jackson.
Oh, my God.
Every episode.
They're second in the
I have to see him
the power
defend them.
rankings.
I know.
They're
You know how
doing
many
great.
sport bets I lost because of goddamn Baltimore Ravens? Dude? You guys don't cover.
I know. It's funny.
You
It's
never
like,
cover.
You got to stay away from those bets.
I really stay away. Every time
Ravens.
Baltimore's like +8, and I was like, oh, they
a
got
wild
that.
card. You just never know.
They definitely walk away. Josh, you got any surprising team?
I'm surprised the Jaguars are as good as they are.
I was gonna say
honestly, because Trevor's not doing amazing. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, he's not doing amazing, but they're doing just enough to keep winning.
Yeah, right.
They're making it happen.
I seen the record the other day and I was like, what?
Yeah, they're 62 right now. I'm like, 62.
I mean, they've also played half their season in London. I think. I think they have a base in London. They play like 4 games out there.
They might as well just go to London.
Yeah, they might as well.
I mean, it
Jaguars.
seems like half the season almost now they're in London. So
they won a team.
If they can figure out how to
That'd
like,
be funny.
how do you
Just having like a London
how do you
team.
book a Rams versus Jaguars in London, and then the week
Jaguars
after? You know what I mean? The
are
travel
from
is going to
London.
be.
going to London? It's gonna be hard in that atmosphere, like being away.
No, but I'm talking about travel.
lag.
You know how long that flight is, dude? That's a
be
disadvantage.
tired. Yeah.
Jaguars usually play pretty well in London because they're there all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's the
no,
thing.
wasn't it once? Didn't they play like 2 separate weeks, or they had a bye week, or like they were in London waiting for the
they
next
played
team?
2 weeks this year. That's why they destroyed the Bills.
Exactly,
Because the Bills got there and they already been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like,
Huge
that's some
difference when
bullshit.
you're traveling.
Yeah. NFL played them. If I was the Bills, I'm like,
They
yo.
were there. They were practicing
Honestly,
there.
I think Bills is my most surprising team.
Oh, okay, okay.
Really?
That's a good
They're
one.
the most confusing team.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are supposed to be good. He's a big Bills fan.
No, but he's starting to play his competition like at their level every time, rather than being like,
Yeah.
I'm Josh Allen, I'm better than you. Now it's like,
He just
Are
mirrors
you?
the other
Mac
QB.
Jones.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be
Yeah.
Mac Jones today.
He needs to not do that.
Exactly. Just don't do that, and we win.
But is
I feel
is
that.
a Madden curse still a thing?
Don't say
Because he was in the cover.
They can't get their running backs going any year ever.
Oh, that is true.
Like I don't
trust me,
understand.
I have
Like
him.
Singletary, they had freaking
Singletary.
He wasn't
Moss.
that bad.
Yeah, Cooks this year, they just can't get it going. And now they're turning to Fournette. This is the answer.
Oh, yeah,
I guess?
yeah,
No,
that's
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
save
but-
you.
Picking up people off the
I
streets.
don't know why they can't figure out their running game. I mean, their passing game's strong. Hell, I mean, Gabe Davis finally is what I thought he was last year. This year,
Big Gabe Davis
I
fan.
thought he was going to be that last year. But Diggs obviously is great. Kincaid's looking really good now. But
Yeah, right.
yeah, they're confusing. When they lose, it's almost inexcusable with the weapons that they have and the defense that they have.
It makes you sure they're not gonna make a playoff run.
Well, they're going to be in the playoffs.
They'll
ain't
get-
gonna
Are
go
they?
far.
They'll get in, but I don't think they'll.
Yeah, I guess.
definitely get it in.
Yeah, I
But-
think they'll make it, but it's not.
It sucks because
Not
I feel
Super Bowl
like
contenders in my head now.
I feel like they're going back to the old school Bills who were there, but they couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
Bills has been losers since I was alive, bro. Bills has been losing since they'll get there.
Yeah.
No Lions fans gonna crap on the Bills. Losing. Okay?
True.
We felt lost, so we get it.
Oh my god, that sucks.
Honestly, this cruise lines. I miss Calvin Johnson so much.
He's my favorite player of all time.
Megatron was a
Loved
Super
him.
Bowl.
He was such a beast. Like, I mean, the stats and stuff because of his career and stuff and injuries, and when he retired, I'm not there with Jerry Rice and stuff. But you watch the YouTube videos and stuff, and my kids, I make them watch like Calvin Johnson highlights all the time.
Right before you go to bed.
You put three people on him, Stafford's still throwing to him. Of
course.
He's gonna get the ball too.
Absolutely, I would.
He's down there.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's throwing his way.
6'5", jumping over everybody. With
He's just
his
a-
ankles don't even bend. He's still doing that.
And being that fast and that big was crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Shout out Calvin Johnson.
So let's move on because we have a fantasy football expert. Let's talk some fantasy football first.
Fantasy.
How y'all doing? I know you suck right now, but how you?
Well,
Let me check. Let me open my app.
I'm in 4 leagues.
That's too many.
Way too many.
How many leagues are you in?
I don't like that I'm.
I'm only in 5 this year because I was starting to go crazy doing a ton of them.
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
just playing against myself at that point.
Yeah.
And that's so frustrating.
Oh yeah, we have a friend who comes on here all the time. He's in like 9. I'm like, at what point you're rooting for every player, bro? Like, it's like,
Yeah,
what's
you're
the point?
miserable and happy at the same time.
Every week, every Tuesday's a horrible day for you.
I only have 4, and I don't like it.
I only have 2.
I wish I picked 2.
I dropped down to 2 this year.
I have the 806
Must be
league and
one.
I have the work league.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly
How's
what
that
happened.
one going?
The work league, I had Eckler, so I had a couple.
Me too.
Remember, you said my team was pretty good, but then I had Eckler and I had.
I thought you were the best coming out of that draft.
I thought I was too. I was, but unfortunately, this
That's
is
crazy
goddamn.
because I had a lot of like the best drafts, like top 3 in like most of
The
my
thing is,
leagues.
I got Herbert. He's in IR. I fucking swung and fucking missed on Deshaun Watson. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't she want to show
That was good. I mean,
And then
I have Eckler, Metcalf,
Eckler. Oh yeah.
St. Brown,
Yeah.
I just lost Kirk Cousins. That's great.
but
Oh, that's my most surprising. The Vikings being this bad.
well, it'll
Yeah,
be
first
fucking
gone.
even worse now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
I
even
know.
worse now. No, I think I'm good. I mean, I'm 3-5. All I have to do, that's why I say it.
You
Every
have to
time someone
go.
asks me, all you have to do is get in.
Yeah.
You needed to get Eckler going.
Yes.
And you need that. He's
100%.
such a big piece that if he's not going in your team, it's such a hole.
I don't know. Justin Herbert's not around. so-
That's mine with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but
So,
here's the thing
Didn't get
with
traded.
No, he
here's the
didn't.
thing with that. Like,
I want him to go to the Ravens so bad.
I didn't draft Derrick Henry because I didn't want to be like, damn, this is the year. Like, I got him on the fall off. You know what I mean? Running backs is a short life.
Yeah.
Eventually, you take it 28, 29. I'm like, I don't know. This could be the year he falls.
Injuries,
I got him in the 5th round, first big week, traded his ass. Oh, yeah, gone. Yep.
Smart.
To my own son.
Yeah.
That's what I was so ruthless. I'm a good person in real life. In fantasy,
Yeah.
It's a whole different game.
See, the trades, I can't.
Just manipulated everybody.
And here's what it is.
Fantasy, yeah.
my own child.
Yeah.
So when other people that are friends with me call me out, that's what I do to my own son. So don't be surprised.
Hey, we ain't here to win, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
My son was in there. I was like, listen, you give me Mahomes. And I got, this dude, Justin Fields kid, is going to be real good.
You're not playing for charity.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of Justin Fields, I missed on our league too. I missed on him.
that
I took 2 gambles on quarterbacks, and I swung and missed on both of those. So that helped me.
I actually just traded him off it. I helped him out.
He got me Dak
I
Prescott.
knew his
I needed
arm
it.
was not going to go forward, Justin Fields. That was the whole talk of
I
the
just
offseason.
thought-
I knew it wasn't going to go any further. It was
But
so
I
bad
figured,
last year.
like, all right, let me get a couple 80, 90-yard rushing games and a couple touchdown. It'll make up for them 150, 200 passing yards. You know what I mean? It'll make up for that.
He did pretty
It's not
well
fucking
for me
doing
last
that.
year.
No, right.
I put him in.
He had one good
four-
game
four
where we
times.
went off.
And they gave him DJ Moore.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only game. That game is the only game
He
that,
looks
like,
great, DJ Moore.
yeah.
I think
Only
I,
after he complained about.
I think I faced him and he got like 50 points that one week.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And I was having a bad
I
day.
had him and lost that week.
Yikes.
which is nuts.
You might have been the 1%.
That's hurt.
Yeah, 1 to 2% of the world who
But
probably.
I think he had like the first game, so
Yeah.
you're going into it thinking,
Oh, I'm good.
yeah, this is easy.
Oh, I'm
90%
straight.
went all the way down.
Yeah, me and Ariel did a trade in which I got Dak Prescott back from him because my quarterback was Justin Fields.
Needed a quarterback, I needed a running back.
Dak went off 4 touchdowns. Like,
Who'd you get back from running back?
Robinson,
yeah, I gave him
Bijan?
No. I gave him
the one from the Commanders.
the one.
Brian Robinson.
I always think, you know how I remember him? The one who got shot is always one I remember.
I know.
Yeah, that's a horrible way to remember
That's
somebody.
his highlight reel.
But it is his highlight reel. Like that, the entrance when he comes out to many men, that's like the coolest thing ever. Josh, where did we go wrong, man?
Where did we go wrong?
Oh, you're right. Where did you go wrong?
My team.
You're right.
I'm not having a good time.
He had a good draft. So
I had a good draft. I thought it was
crazy
really good,
thing.
and everybody got hurt. Everybody. didn't wanna
Gary was
play no
talking
more.
shit to you because you lost to him.
the Gary's revenge. He's a Pablo's revenge.
No, 'cause my cousin who comes on here all the time. He's in our
you,
fantasy league, and I've been sorry, I can't talk. I've been in fantasy leagues with him since I was like maybe 18, 19. I've never seen him make the playoffs. I've never seen him make a dent. I have a winning thing.
Just losing money every year.
So right, and Josh obviously was on a mic with our platform we have, talk shit about him. And now the table's kind of turned where you having a historically horrible season.
What is your record? Be honest here.
I've had close weeks.
But what's your record?
Nothing.
Donut.
Zero.
All right, so who are your 2 best players on your roster right now who are living up to their reputation?
Reputation. That's the problem. No one is.
There's got to be somebody.
Who is your roster? I was gonna look it up. Who is
He
your?
had Cooper Cup, right?
yeah.
I wouldn't have picked him. I wouldn't have picked him. That was a bad pick.
He got hurt immediately. I was like,
Yeah, he was hurt
like an hour after we drafted.
in training camp. I knew he was going to be
An hour
hurt.
after we drafted.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so Gabe Davis is doing good. Hopkins is doing well.
Oh yeah, he had a great game last game. The 3 touchdowns.
But that's literally about it.
Your running backs are definitely underperforming. James Cook and N'Keal Harris, yikes.
You have Cooper Cup or you don't still
Najee
have
Harris.
I still have Cooper
Najee
Kupp.
Harris.
You have Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He did well like twice.
What I would try to do you're in a rough spot.
Don't help him.
That's why he's on here.
No, listen. This is
He's 0-8, bro. Let him go.
Fancy dad.
I would take.
I need help.
I had a league. It's a deep league, it's a family league, and it's super competitive. And at one point, I was so banged up. My best spots that I had left were Jefferson, Hurt, and Jalen Hurts. Now, you can be that guy to be like, all right, Jalen Hurts is my best guy. I can't move him. When you're down like 0-6, I wish I talked to you. But 0-8, take your best guy and make him 2. You know what I mean?
Okay, I feel it.
So you trade him, get 2 good pieces, right? Hope one of those guys blow up. Now trade that other one, get 2 more. Now start filling a roster. You know?
Okay.
I built up. I had that. All I had left at one point. So Jefferson got hurt. I traded him, and then I had Hurts. So Hurts, I got like a wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2. Okay, but then the wide receiver 2 played like a wide receiver 1 for a couple of weeks. Following me?
Yeah.
Shift him out. Got 2 more pieces with guys that I'm playing to their upside.
Yeah.
Keep them moving. Keep shuffling like that, and eventually, you
should probably follow him on Twitter.
People always overvalue their own players. Everyone does. Like, to me, everyone has a price. If I have Justin Jefferson and he's doing what he's supposed to do, or even McCaffrey, everyone has a price.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you wouldn't give away McCaffrey if someone gave you AJ Brown, ETN. That wouldn't make you think about doing that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. It depends on the rest of your team.
Yeah.
It depends where you are. But everyone has a price based on where you are. If you're in first place, you're trading from a position of power. So now you just want to get that one good player and just keep stacking your team.
Yeah.
And but in your position where you are, you want to just build a roster through and through.
Okay.
We can
That's
talk
what
trades.
Not
Josh.
over.
Yeah.
We can talk trades, Josh.
And at that point, if you're 0-6, 0-7, 0-8,
0-8.
you have to. What's worse is going to happen? You'll lose it.
Yeah, right.
See, but my stubborn ass would go down with my ship. Like
there's a lot of
none of y'all
There's
winning.
some people that like
that.
To me, it's never say die.
Yeah.
To me, it's never. I have in my uncle's league, which is the league I didn't pay attention to at all. I just joined it because he was like, "I need one more person." I'm like, "Fine, I'll do it."
That's usually how you get
This team, I have the third most points. I am 1-7, and I'm like, how the hell I'm losing?
Yeah,
if I get 147, they get 148. If I just go 160, they get 162. It's driving me crazy to the point that this league that I didn't give a shit about, I'm going insane about. On Sundays. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And you're looking at your roster, and I'm like, this team is so good. Why is it not moving? That's the frustrating one. You're scoring the points.
Yep.
But if your team is just going trash on it, move your best piece. I have so many people all the time will write to me like, well, I have this, anybody. Jalen Hurts will stick with that. I can't move him. He's the only guy scoring me points. Great, but the rest of your team's not doing shit. So if you can get two big pieces for that, do that. Like, say you could have got Gabe Davis in a trade at the beginning of the year. Now people are willing to pay up to him. You can get two other really good pieces for him by low on a T. Higgins and something else. And then when T. Higgins plays good, just next thing you know, your roster's full. And you can make a comeback. Don't hang on to your players so long, especially your studs.
Yeah.
Those are your cards that you deal when you're down.
Yeah, I don't like these guys anymore anyway.
People always hold on to their studs.
I do. There's some leagues also that people are just like not down to trade.
I hate those people.
I hate it.
They should play best ball and get the hell out of my leagues.
Honestly, like, they just like reject everything.
Why do you
don't
play-
even counter.
Don't
Why
even
play
look at it.
fantasy?
Yeah. Don't even open a notification.
Especially with best ball where you can draft a team and just let it ride out all season.
Yeah.
They don't do season long if not willing to make moves and trade.
Man,
'Cause how
listen,
boring is that?
I get busy sometimes, and I'll be checking the app all the time. Yo, because like, I might be that guy.
I sent you a trade. I didn't get a response.
I was thinking about it.
I might reject it.
I hate that excuse though because I get
It's
that
a
a lot.
bit- I get it.
And my answer to that is all the time. I work 2 jobs. I do this fantasy dad thing. I have 4 kids. If I can look at my phone when you send me a trade, everyone can look at their
If
phone.
he got time,
Especially
we
if
all
you
got
get
time.
notified.
Right?
Problem is,
It alerts.
the problem is I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. And then I go on with my life and completely forget you sent me anything. And
I don't. It's right there. It's right.
I'm the type to like clear out all my notifications always.
Yeah.
I'm like OCD with it.
No,
So
my
it's
phone
like-
is fucking.
Yes, I see some people's phones where they have like
I've just-
10,000 messages unopened. And
I have to be like when football season's over and the fantasy thing's over, I got to really bring the husband game strong because my family loses me hard during fantasy season. And my whole family plays it, but with me, it's like an obsession. Like it'll be a Wednesday night, and my wife will roll over, and I'm standing there, on my phone. It's like Wednesday. Waivers are cleared. There's no game on. And I'm staring at my teams, but I'm staring at every team. Like, what do they need? What
get the
can
laptop
I offer?
out.
What can I fix?
That guy liked McLaurin last year. Does he still like him this year? What can I bundle him with? Like my brain is just goes nonstop to an obsession. So
She just wants to watch a movie and chill.
I have to shut the whole fantasy dad thing down for like 2 weeks and the season's over because my brain's just like I'm done.
Yeah.
So burnt out. You know.
It's a lot.
I mean, keep in mind doing what I do on Twitter X, I guess, but I can't.
So actually, let's get. How did you get into like? Because you've told us off the camera that you have written for other people, and so how did you get into that? Let's go into that story. Actually,
So it was only like the beginning of last season. I was big into writing and stuff, and in my 20s. But then life happens. You know how it is, Mel.
Yeah, me too.
With kids and
I have
stuff.
a journalism degree that's somewhere in my
and I
parents'
wanted
house.
to get back into like writing and fantasy and stuff. But then I also liked, big part of my life. I love fantasy football as my hobby, and being a dad's a gigantic part of my life. So I thought maybe I'll write this article. It'll be half dad stuff, half football stuff. And I put it together just on my own, and I sent it to this podcast that I liked. And one of my favorite podcasts, besides you guys,
Appreciate it.
the fantasy football dudes, I sent it to them. And,
okay.
and they wrote to me, they're like, we're looking for a guy to write articles for us. Like, send us what you got, we'll look at it. Send them what I had. They liked it. They said, you know what, you can be our article writer. And back then I only had, that was probably like 25, maybe 50 followers the most, but it might not have been that much on Twitter. And so nobody was seeing anything I was tweeting, Yeah. And no one was following any of my articles and stuff. I like to get like 20 reads. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm famous. But they gave me a shot with that, and I wrote with them for a while, and it just kept getting bigger. And then I went to work for Belly Up Media for a while, writing articles for them. And then I kind of just figured I wasn't having as much fun with it anymore because it's just, you know how it is when you guys do this. It's got to be fun, or you're putting all the effort,
of
grinding
course.
at it. If it's not fun,
Right.
like, what am I doing? So I went back to work with the dudes, and I'm like, I was having the most fun with you guys, and we were growing good together, but I want to kind of mix it up. And they're like, why don't you do they don't really have a start-sit guy. So I said, I'll do the Fantasy Football Dad Minute. So basically, Everyone sends me on X. I cannot call it X.
Yeah,
We're gonna call it Twitter. We're gonna Twitter. I'm not calling it.
Twitter, yeah.
It's a bird. I don't care.
Forget Elon Musk. Get Twitter. But yeah, so it'd be like a 1-minute video where everyone sends me their start-sit questions. Get to it, the listing, tag people in it, and just grew. So I went from last year to say it was 50 followers. I have 8,000 people following me now.
Not bad.
10,000 views a week, and it's like, but it's been work, but it's a lot of fun because what I try to do, what it is, the same as you guys do. Just you guys are friends, and you can feel that when you listen to you.
Yep.
If I'm recording a video and my 2-year-old comes climbing across my garage bar where I do all my videos,
Yeah.
you leave it in.
Yeah,
I,
but
I
that's
try,
part
I
of
try
the-
to give everyone an authentic experience of who I am.
That makes
I try to
sense,
tell
yeah.
people, like, this is who I'm starting. So if I'm wrong, I'm going down with the ship with you. And
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be along with the dudes, which I'll give them the plug at TFF Dudes.
There you
on
go.
Twitter. They're I'm just trying to like give an authentic product like you guys are, where it's not like a lot of the guys out there, they act like they're not a lot of guys
Experts,
are great,
yeah.
but they barely acknowledge people. I try to answer every question as much as I can when I had 20 followers. I do now at 8,000. It's exhausting, but I try to get to every single question a week because nothing I hated more than when I started off and I would send my article to people and they'd be like, I don't have time to retweet this. It's like, but you had time to write that message. Right? You could have just hit retweet.
Right, one button.
Yeah, so I try to like get involved as much as I can with people who have smaller accounts and helping them build. And because everyone's just someone who's just sitting there and watching football or whatever it is they're into.
Yeah.
Just because you have 20,000, 30,000 followers, 8,000 followers, doesn't mean you're the best out there. You can get a guy with 10 followers who has something to offer.
All right.
So I try to get those people out there as much as I can. So it's grown into like an awesome community, especially working with the dudes because we're having a blast. I always do a video on their show like once a week where I just do something stupid. I did one last week, dressed up like Hulk Hogan and
Let's go.
talking full Hulkamania.
Yeah.
So
we didn't get that.
So it's fun again, but like you said, like it's fun to grow, but it's not fun if you're not having a blast doing it.
Right.
So, but now I'm back to work with the dudes, and we're having a blast this year. The show's growing, the Fantasy Dad thing's growing. We're growing together, and it's
a good
so much fun.
it's a good niche. Is that the word I'm using right?
I don't even-
Niche.
I've never used it.
But it's a good little because I've never. That's what I was like. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Then I saw your followers like, I think I can. I think we can have him on the show. I think we can.
Yeah, anybody who wants to follow at TFF
following.
Dad.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's get right to it.
but the fantasy football dad thing's just been a blast, and my kids are involved with it. The hardest thing being on fantasy, and I just noticed this when I left the house because I was thinking of what to talk about, is my oldest son plays fantasy. He thinks I'm like his personal fantasy therapist. He follows me around the house all the time.
I
like,
mean,
how about this
listen.
trade? How about that trade? How about this trade? I'm showering right now, Owen. I'm in the shower right now. Could you please leave me alone?
We know we
What do you think
mentioned
about Montgomery? That's what he yells in the shower just now. What do you
We
think
mentioned off camera that we're not morning people because if I was a morning person, I'd be like, "Yo, so Tom, so I got St. Brown here," and then I see other they follow him. Trust me, I see other ones asking him.
You wouldn't guess, but when we work our day job together, you wouldn't guess that you're one of my favorite people at work because you don't talk to me in the morning.
No, I don't talk to you.
I can't stand it because I
complain about people.
I
to be honest.
hate the mornings so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
And you see at my bench, it'd be the truck driver walk up. So I got this trade. That's like, I don't know, man. Like, and I was like,
bro, they catch you before you walk in the door.
Like, leave me alone.
It's like walking on my bro. It's 7 in the morning, dude. Like, bro, I'm not thinking about no football. I haven't even have a juice yet. Like,
exactly. You don't follow me on Twitter. Don't ask me my advice.
You know what?
You don't even
Put
bother
that sign on your
me.
desk. If you don't follow me, I ain't giving no free advice.
A little give-get. I'm
right.
a gracious guy, but a little bit.
All right. So since we have you, let's pick your brain. Let's see if we can get some advice here. What is a player do you believe that we should go trade for right now?
To trade there's a couple. I think I still. All right, I'll go in reverse order here. I'll start from
Perfect.
3 to 1.
All right, cool.
I still think T. Higgins is a good buy low. I do. I think. I mean,
I have
don't
him-
expect wide receiver 1 numbers. People always
Yeah.
overhype T. Higgins. Like he is what he is. I don't know why people always think he's gonna be a wide receiver 1, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
Burrow's there, so I figured.
I think he finishes the year as well. That team's going to figure it out. It's just a matter of it's too late. But I think T. Higgins will be fine. And, dude, what you can buy for pennies right now after Monday, go get Devontae Adams. He can't be worse. I mean, you're going to get him in the talent he has.
Yeah.
So how would you not go trade for Devontae Adams?
So
Right now?
somebody tried to take Devontae Adams from me.
Yeah.
And he threw me like some bums. And I was thinking like, dude, don't disrespect me like that.
But seriously,
like one of
though,
those
I mean,
trades.
This is the lowest you can buy him for right now. And this one could come back to bite me, but you got to take your shot. That Bijan Robinson playoff schedule, he has got Carolina, he's got Indy, and then in the finals, he's got Chicago. And he's not playing bad based on talent. He's playing bad on the fact that they're not using him right. You're in Atlanta, but they're starting to make changes there.
The quarterback.
Why they're still doing the Cordell Patterson thing when the Algier thing, I don't know. But I see by the end of this year, they have to see what they have in him. I firmly believe it.
He went like top 10, right? Why do you draft somebody top 10 if you're not gonna?
It makes no sense.
Yeah, right.
But that talent he has, when you watch the games and you watch what he does, what he's getting, he looks amazing.
Right.
And the people who don't watch the games, you can tell because they're all calling him a bum right now. The dude's not a bum. He's super talented. I mean,
they're going off of their fantasy points.
I'm a Lions guy. Love Gibbs. So happy to have him.
Yeah.
If Bijan was on the Lions right now, well, I'd have the jersey already. You know what I mean? Like it would be a different story. So I actually believe he is the number one guy to hold on to because if you have a guy right now who's, hurting you now, but then comes out in the playoffs and blows it up and wins you a championship, you don't remember week 7 and 8.
Not at all.
You remember the playoffs. You remember him winning you a championship, and you remember him when he goes in the first round next year. That's what I think. So those are my 3 guys that I would buy, the big buy lows for me, because especially Adams, I mean, it can't stay this bad. He's so talented.
Yeah, right.
I would have felt better if he got traded.
Oh, I mean, it wouldn't be a buy low anymore. Then the hype would have already gotten. The hype would have already taken off.
Yeah, right.
That sucks.
Right now.
Yeah, he's putting in a trade right now.
He's looking weird. Who got him? Who got him?
What about Justin Jefferson? How do you feel about him?
I just traded for him and him away. It depends where I am. In the league that I'm pretty stacked, I traded Ken Walker for him.
Okay.
But I have my running backs as pretty studly as it is right now.
Yeah.
In the league that I'm barely in the playoffs, I'm in 6th place, so I'm just hanging in there. I actually traded him away for Mike Evans because I am hanging on there. Like the divide is starting to get big between me and the top teams. And so I had to trade up because I'm doing. Say it's 2 more weeks. I don't want to be out of it.
Second to last place. Should I trade Justin Jefferson right now?
Yes, second to last place.
Yeah.
Yes, you should have already traded him. Yeah, definitely. No.
Right now, like send him away.
Yeah, no, you definitely should. The worst thing that I'll tell you to make you feel better, though. Okay. So I traded. I'm a huge Breece Hall guy.
Yeah.
So I traded at the beginning of the season. I had Kelsey and Diggs, and I had Laporta also. So I knew Laporta this whole year. I'm like, he's going to be the steal of the draft.
Honestly,
I seen like a video that said that.
I think I might have stole that from you. I saw like I think I saw this when I started following you on Twitter. I was like, Laporta. I was like, you know what? Then I, go on my YouTube, so I watch our videos. I didn't get him in the work league. I think someone drafted him before me because that draft was by far the weirdest draft I've ever
I don't
been.
do that league anymore.
Oh my god! Honestly, I don't want to. It's just. I don't know. I can't. Some of the things that happened in that draft, I can't even speak about on this goddamn podcast. Yeah. That's how weird it got. But
okay,
I don't even know where I was going with that.
But anyway, so I traded for Jefferson and Breece Hall, gave away Diggs and Kelsey, which now it seems awful. At the time, it seemed like a pretty even trade. All right, so Kelsey, stud, but he's still underperforming as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I mean, I have Laporta, so I was happy to plug him in as my tight end 1.
Yeah.
Now the trade looks terrible. I did that trade the week going into the week that Jefferson got hurt. You know how painful that was? And then to watch.
Happened to me last year.
Phil Marchand, he's in your league.
Yep.
He got Kelsey and Diggs, and I'm just passing him by, going the wrong direction in the standings. Now everyone's, what a horrible trade you made. I'm like, no one was saying that when I got Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, right.
That's the best guy in fantasy as far as I'm concerned.
You know what? I get anxiety because of that sometimes. Where like you make a trade and as soon as you say yes, and then you get 30 people like, "What are you doing? You're an idiot."
When you're right, though, it feels so good when they were all wrong.
Yeah.
Last week I gave him Gus Edwards. And he hasn't done anything for me.
3 touchdowns.
He got 3 touchdowns, and I'm just like, oh man, I didn't even have to put him in there either. It
was definitely a throw.
I was just like,
My uncle gave me shit when I was building up Laporta. He's like, I can't believe you have Laporta as your starting tight end in my family league. He's like, I can't believe you have Laporta. Every week when Laporta does something, and it's every week. I text him Laporta. Just
the word.
One word.
We're like a period at the end.
Laporta.
Laporta.
Yeah, no matter what he does, there's 20 more yards, Laporta. During the games, just nonstop Laporta.
Time to play a little game here.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We like games here at 806 The Show, so we're gonna start. I can't talk today. I'm tired.
What are you saying?
We're gonna do start, bench, cut. Sing, sing. Is that a real sound we're doing to the?
You're the sound effects guy.
Well, he started.
I usually am.
It's good.
He just adds his own stuff. He just kind of does his own thing sometimes. All right, pretty self-explanatory. I give you 3 different players. You start one, you bench one, you cut one. I think it's obvious with a fantasy football guy here.
Okay.
This is a fantasy football edition of it.
Oh,
That sounds about right.
So when I'm naming these players, we're thinking fantasy. We're not thinking
fantasy
legacy.
points.
We're not thinking who got the cool shoes. We're not thinking
real
about
life.
not real life. It's a whole big difference.
Right.
For
Absolutely.
fans watching, it's a complete different.
It's a little different.
It's a lot different. Yeah.
All right, first one: DK Metcalf, Devontae Adams, Ahmad St. Brown.
Am I going first?
Yeah.
You are
All right,
going.
I'll go first.
We'll chime. So these are for you, and we'll chime in
out
when
there.
So it's start. What is it again?
Start, bench,
Metcalf,
Start,
Adams.
bench. All right,
St.
so
Brown.
I am going to start Amon-Ra. Not just because I'm a Lions guy.
All right.
No.
I
A
agree.
little bit.
because he's on
bit.
my fantasy team.
But he
That's
is,
why.
But he is the studliest of them all right now.
It's a good word, studliest.
I am going to. That is a hard one. I just had to buy low on Adams, really. I'm going to bench Adams and cut DK Metcalf.
Okay.
That's my faith in
Hey.
Devontae Adams going off. DK Metcalf, I hate inconsistent players.
It pisses me off. You should be like,
Especially like.
bro, like, why are you not shitting? Like, why are you not playing well? I don't
He has no
understand.
excuse. Adams, you see why. It's not him.
Yeah,
It was
right.
Jimmy G, and I can
And he
think he
still
can only
sometimes
go
makes
up.
it happen.
DK's only going to play the way he's playing now, and if I was given that situation right now today, I would take the chance in holding Adams to see where that goes and parting ways with DK if I had to.
Okay.
I agree.
I was thinking DK have a better chance of getting the ball, but he's not really doing anything.
Yo, like
I'm also thinking like this new. Is he a rookie? The quarterback that's
where?
Raiders.
The new one coming
The new
in,
one
yeah.
coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
I'm
fresh
thinking if you're a
face.
rookie, if you're
rookie quarterback, just throw it to Devontae. Like,
Put it this way. Say for some crazy reason you look at your waiver wire, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf's out there. Who you putting your top waiver priority on?
Devontae Adams.
That's how I look at it.
The only
That's a good way to
difference
put
is
When I'm
I do
stuck with
have
a start-sit thing, I try to look at it that way.
That's a good way to That's a good way to think about it.
Who would that gives you that gut check time to be honest with yourself? Like,
yeah.
You know, like who would I grab there? So
Yeah.
That's a
The
good
only
one.
difference is I have Geno, so it's like to add DK with that may work out for me. Probably won't.
stacks are overrated.
Yeah.
That's good to know too.
This is why I'm losing.
yeah.
We'll get you there.
We'll
Next
get you
year.
there, buddy. Next year.
I'll come in week 1 next year on the show. Okay?
Oh, yeah, we'll have you in.
Yes, thank
We'll
you.
have you in like August before we like.
Come in preseason. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. All right. Quarterbacks: Trevor Lawrence, Stafford, Dak Prescott.
Wow.
I hate that.
Yeah, that list is low.
I'm actually gonna have to start Dak Prescott right now. It feels ugly. I feel dirty.
Yeah.
Anytime I like a Cowboy or start a
I'm gonna
Cowboy
keep-
or say nice
I'm
things
gonna
about
keep Trevor
Cowboy.
Lawrence because I see it going up. But
Consistent.
yeah, I got to cut Stafford. I mean, even with the wide receivers doing as good as they're doing, fantasy-wise, he's not putting up the numbers. It's crazy.
No, right.
Puka's nuts. Cup's playing well. But you look at the end of the week, you're like, wow, Stafford must have put up like 21 points, 15,
Yeah.
15. It's like,
12.
yeah, exactly. So that one I would
Trust
do.
me, I got Justin Fields hurt, so I started Stafford, and I was like, all right, it's not bad.
Yep. Starting Dak is
I definitely just got rid of Dak. I'm like, get out of here. He was on my bench.
That got me 30
One
points
of the
last
guys
week.
on the dudes is a huge Cowboys fan, so he's gonna really be happy that I gave Dak Prescott some credit. I didn't want to.
We have
No one wants to.
frequent guests or correspondents, come on, and a couple of them are like diehard Cowboys fans, and it's so annoying. I understand why Stephen A. hates them, dude. I get it. Like Cowboy fans are obnoxious. You guys don't win. It's like Patriots trash talk like New England how we talk, but without the 6 titles, dude. Like just the 3 we had when Adiel was
we
born.
can't talk like that 30 years from now if we suck for the next 30 years.
Yeah,
we can't
true.
talk about how we used to be good all the time.
Oh, we will.
We will. Yeah, that's why the rest of the country hates us like we hate Cowboy fans. so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, true.
Okay. That makes sense, but still. We better win some still.
All right. I remember being in Vegas and dude was from Dallas. And he was talking so much shit about the Patriots, and I was thinking like,
You're a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I want to hear it.
yeah, right.
All right. Running backs. Aaron Jones. That's right there. I always mess up these first
Yep.
names. James Cook. Ramondre Stevenson. That name Yo, when I Googled Ramondre, that name spelled crazy. No, actually,
I know.
there's another one that I Googled and I looked it up. I was like, what? But we'll get to that after.
I'm going to actually start Stevenson, put Aaron Jones on the bench, and Cook's gone. They're already looking elsewhere for behind James Cook. I think his time, he had a shot.
What?
It doesn't seem to work out.
What? He barely.
I didn't know I was supposed to give you answers you like.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I made sure I added one of my players to every question.
Aaron Jones
I know
is
you
getting-
did. I'm like,
Stevenson got the most upside out of them all. He's got youth on his side where Aaron Jones does not. Green Bay is starting to look like a dumpster fire. The more they play. I mean, I don't know.
Dude,
Jordan
did you
Love looked good the first
Yo,
couple
but
weeks.
I heard. I don't know because sometimes you can't believe everything you see on the internet.
Nick.
But I saw Jordan. The GM said like, yeah, we don't know if we're with him. Or I'm
They
like,
said he better look good the next 10 weeks for us to stay with him. That's what
you
the
don't. I don't think you say that.
Don't say
I
that.
don't think you say that.
Unless you really try to put pressure
You
on.
think
like,
you'd put a fire in his ass, though?
Honestly,
slinging it.
well, you've been sitting here on the sideline learning the playbook and watching greatness for a few years.
Yeah.
Fucking do something, dude.
Right?
Like, I get
You know
it.
what's
I
crazy
get it.
too? That first game, I was like, yeah, Jordan Love's about to kill
I
this
started
season.
Jordan Love for 1 week.
I couldn't believe. I'm like, this guy's not as bad as I didn't think he'd be awful, but
Yeah.
he
I think he'd be
impressed me
decent.
the first few weeks. But
Yeah.
then he's just been looking horrible the past few games.
Right.
yeah.
Last one. Old running backs.
Old running backs.
Barkley, Derrick Henry,
Derrick Henry.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon's not even that old.
He's been in the league. I've had Joe Mixon like 6 years ago.
I'm gonna start Joe Mixon because he always comes through in the second half. Joe Mixon. He always has that moment in like the playoffs when you need him, and it's like the 3 touchdown game.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon is one of the most boring running backs.
He
to
really is. I mean,
Just
I
wait
forgot-
on
He's
it.
so boring to own. But Barkley is so superior as far as talent, but he cannot stay healthy, so I'll bench him.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut Derrick Henry. I'm sorry. I know it's not
it's-
what you wanted to hear, but
it is.
I just feel like
I think
there's
from what I've
mileage,
seen
man.
him,
The
he's-
mileage is-
when I said like catching a running back and is
Yeah.
down, I think you caught him.
They,
with the
yeah, when I got him in the 5th round before I traded him, I felt like I was like, can't believe I got Derrick Henry. I went late on running back and I got Derrick Henry, but then as the season was going, I
think
I see why I got
yeah.
it. was not the prize I
You-
thought it was going to be.
You're thinking of the stiff arms and the
I
name in the
thought,
back
give
of
me
your head.
one good game and you're gone.
Yeah. Henry's so good.
All right.
He was so good.
Yeah. Better luck next year, Josh. We have reached
I'm still gonna win.
my favorite part of the show. The DJ Bofka set of questions. The DJ Bofka set of questions is a game we play at the end of every episode. We give you 2 different choices and you choose one or the other one.
Red pill, blue pill. Right? It's just, don't pick no orange, no purple. It sounds easy, but they mess up every
And
single
just
way.
say,
Focused on this one.
Yeah,
This
just
is
focus a little bit.
A lot of people,
warming me up with the start.
yeah, a lot of people look. A lot of people look at us weird when you make the sounds. When the episode comes out, our awesome producer over there will add some sounds, and it sounds
I
cool.
kind of thought the malt sounds were pretty impressive, right?
Yeah,
He's like,
until-
you brought
We've
it.
been
I
working
mean,
on it.
I've been trying.
I've
like
listened to the
50
show before. I
episodes.
feel like you brought it extra.
I'll-
from me. I
I'll-
like to think it was my presence.
I'll show you I'll show you the non-mastered one with no sounds, and you'll be like, "Yeah, you guys need to add the like." The,
I got to hear it live. So.
I thought we were great.
87th episode.
all right, 87.
87.
Better. First question is always the same: Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan, no question. Get out of my house if you see LeBron.
Yeah, let's go.
Get out of my house. That's you, Josh. What the fuck are you talking about?
Get out of his house.
Get out. So I think the tally right now is like 80 to like 6.
Yeah.
Of people pick LeBron and a couple young guys.
Contrarians.
Yeah. And a couple of I don't know.
I like
a couple,
that.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I say it to my son's
No, but
friends.
that-
Get out of my
that
house.
never-
Wait, what was the word?
Contrarians.
Contrarians. It's just the people who like to say the obvious greatest thing of all time isn't just want to be special, I guess. But Jordan,
That's the best way to put it. Some
if you've
people
seen Jordan play, if you were there,
You were there.
LeBron's not Jordan.
yeah.
And I'm passionate about that one.
All right.
Oh, we are too, Justin. We had a whole entire episode about it. It didn't go well.
It was fun.
Like jump for
Just jump.
Derrick Henry and LeBron. Sorry, man. You should sit me over
I'm
there.
having a bad
Put you
day.
on this side next time.
I feel like I'm really.
This isn't going
I
well.
gave you some trade tips.
All right.
Me better.
This is regarding our day jobs. 3 of us have the same day job.
I was like, what the hell? Okay, go on.
Working in the rain or working in the snow?
Give me snow. I can dress for it. Can't dress for the rain. No matter what you wear, it eventually gets through.
That's
Snow,
100%.
man, you can.
That is a trick question.
Yep.
Snow is the answer.
Yeah. Everyone thinks. Yeah. I think I'd rather work in snow every time, and everyone thinks the opposite.
No, but I get
all
why. Outside looking in, I get why. But no, it's the same. You
Yeah.
like.
When it's raining out there, at least it ain't snowing. It's like, dude, shut
No,
up.
snow. I'll be dry. I'll be dry with the snow, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than November rain.
Oh, and you get the cold weekends and stuff. Yeah. Forget it.
November rain is the worst.
When it downpours, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I still
Have a
have a truck
bad
and wait
day.
for that.
No, when it downpours all day, it's in the truck.
I know.
Oh, it's depressing.
I won't be here.
It's crazy.
All my mail soaked. Like, yeah, get it. Just
Yeah.
get it.
Here's your paper mache.
It'll dry
Thanks to
eventually.
origami. Here you go.
Facts. All right. Food question, which I am starving right now. Chinese food or Mexican food?
Mexican.
Okay.
That's a quick answer.
I
Very quick.
think about this stuff at night. And I thought of the restaurant and everything. This place in Winthrop, La Siesta.
Yeah, La
I will
Siesta.
go there
In
every
Winthrop?
time. There's one in Peabody, but I don't feel it's as good as the one in Winthrop.
Wait, is La Siesta
I would go there.
one in Peabody?
Yeah.
He's talking about the one
but
that
the
went
one,
to.
but they're both
114?
good. The
Okay,
one in
okay.
Peabody I like.
La Siesta's the 114 one? The one we avoid
I
and we
think they're
don't
the
know?
same.
Yes.
Same owner, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I don't be quoting, but
So we
the
live
one in
literally
Winthrop's
like
the first one.
20 feet
and
away
it's
from
so
one.
good.
Okay,
And
okay.
I would take that over any Chinese restaurant. I like Chinese food, but Mexican food every time over.
I gotta try that. You're like the fifth person that told me to go there. I'm like,
La Siesta's
I'm going.
awesome. The Peabody one's fine. They're both really, really good.
We drive by that, I was just like, it can't be good. Like,
No,
there's
it
so
is.
many Mexican restaurants. Damn.
Yeah, that's the problem.
First of all,
now
it's-
you just
it's
don't
a-
know which
it's
one
a,
to
It's
pick.
a purple building. That threw me off.
I feel
right
like
there,
the
I'm just
Mexican food, you need to get the recommendation
Yes.
from a friend
Yes.
because there's a lot of great ones and a lot, of bad, ones.
Yeah.
And you can't tell the difference looking at a Mexican restaurant. You have to actually try the food.
That's
So you have
true.
to hear
That's
from somebody
100%.
who's
Yeah.
been there,
Word
and
of
then you're
mouth.
in.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Going to La Siesta soon.
Go
Let's
ahead,
get it.
guys.
Watch, we're going this amazing. We've been a minute away for like a year.
Never went.
Never well. We drive right by every day. I drive by it.
like
Every
five
single
Tried
day.
all the other ones around.
Every time.
yeah.
Amigos, ever been to Amigos in the mall?
It's
Sorry.
it's all right.
Yeah.
That's the place I go to like when me and my wife do like the last minute Christmas shopping. We go to North Shore Mall.
Yeah.
I somehow convince her just to go for drinks at Amigos instead, and we end up buying nothing and being, she runs around while I'm at work the next day. But I make a bar night out of it. But I'm fine with it for that.
What a
genius.
If I'm
great
gonna
plan.
pick- yeah, it ends up becoming that. And
you wanna grab
but
a
that
drink?
that place is great, but it's not my first choice.
So the drinks will get you there. Remember when we went? The highest bill I've ever seen in my life. We haven't gone back since.
It's like, wait, we didn't even get food yet.
It was so bad that like most of us didn't even get entrees. So like the bill was crazy.
Yeah.
And I haven't been back since. I was like, I'll never go back there.
How do we?
I went with my mother when they first opened, and we were like,
I got the flights. I like the flights.
La Siesta crushes that place by a lot.
the guac was the only thing that was good there.
Amigos, LeBron. Siestas, Jordan.
Siesta's Jordan. Wait, so is La Siesta's number one?
The one in Winthrop is my number one, but the one in Peabody is very good.
Okay,
But the one in
okay,
yeah,
Winthrop
we
to
gotta
me
try.
is like, it's worth the ride if you really want to get the full
Right
experience.
on the highway, man. We can get that.
Have you tried Howling Wolf?
I have.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. I like that.
It's all right.
I like that.
I like their wings.
So I just needed one more so I can gauge.
Yeah. Howlin' Wolf's wings are really good.
yeah, right.
I don't like Howlin' Wolf. But Garitas are crazy. Howlin' Wolf. But all right, moving on.
Yeah.
We'll sit here and talk about Chinese
no,
food.
Yeah, you don't, you know, like,
Bro, this is what
I
happens.
meant that answer. Like,
No, I know. That was a quick,
I love
that was
it.
a quick, direct answer. I was like, oh, he
Yeah.
means this.
that was good.
All right. You'd mentioned you're a gigantic Beatles fan. Paul McCartney or John Lennon?
How long of a show do you have? New Beatles song coming out tomorrow, by the way. The final one.
I thought I
What do you-
saw
what do
it.
you
I
mean? What do you-
definitely
what do you
thought I
mean?
saw that. I was just like, wait, what?
What do you
First of all-
mean new Beatles song?
I'll give the answer to my question in a second. So, back when my favorite Beatle, John Lennon,
Okay.
died, he left behind a cassette tape for Paul. He wrote on it. And in the 90s, they gave him 3 cassettes, and this was one of them. And he recorded it in his bedroom, but it was so like grainy and, back then they couldn't separate. The
mastered
piano was,
yeah.
way louder and they didn't have the technology. They tried to record it. George Harrison was like, this is shit. No, we're not doing it. I think that's almost his exact quote. This is shit. They recorded the stuff, and then when they met up with Peter Jackson, the guy that did Lord of the Rings, and he has the technology now to isolate the vocal. So they kept George's guitar solo from when they worked on it before.
What does
Paul
Peter
and
Jackson
Paul
have?
and Ringo went in,
Yeah, right.
and so all it is clean up John Lennon vocals. It's totally clear now, and it drops tomorrow at 10 o'clock, which is a big deal because I am a passionate John Lennon fan.
Wow. I definitely saw that. Like,
I think I saw a tweet or something like
Yeah.
it.
I think I said to you one of the first times I met you. I think Beatles fans are the only people that are more obnoxious than Patriot fans, and I say that being a giant Beatles fan. So, yeah, you can't
My
convince
friend
us.
Tony Figs is a big Beatles
Of
fan.
course.
I'll go back to it again. Rolling Stones, LeBron, Beatles, Jordan.
Okay. Beatles out there.
let's go Beatles.
Let's go Beatles.
Yeah,
I
so-
might know 3, maybe 1 or 2, 3 maybe songs.
Don't say that to me because then I'll be forcing them on you.
Yeah.
I'll start talking in the morning like
Won't get
everybody else and
just
stuff.
playing it.
like a list of recommendations every day.
Sings to you.
Oh, that's how
this
most
song?
people don't like. All right, know to me because sometimes when I'm in a mood, I'll just be singing at work. And there's one guy there. He hasn't been there in a while. Who literally like just screams at me every time, like, "Enough with the singing!" And I'm like, if you do something like that to me, I'm like, I'm a dickhead. So I'm just gonna
See,
do
it's
it
the
on
radio
purpose.
playing at work that I can't stand because like
Yeah.
I'm listening to what I want to listen to in my AirPods.
Yeah.
But when they do it, it's like, what makes you think I want to listen to what y'all listening to? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, not saying I hate it all, but sometimes in the morning I'm not in the mood for what I'd be in the mood for at 5 o'clock after a beer.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. All right, where do we go on? So, with the NFL traveling the last few weeks, 2 of their travel destinations. Which one would you rather travel to, London or Germany?
I would have to go London, being a big Beatles fan.
Oh,
that makes
I'd
sense.
have to see a football game and do the Beatles tour.
Wait, Gabi just went to. My cousin went to London. What did he say about London?
He absolutely loved it.
He loved
Like,
it. Yeah.
absolutely loved
I
it.
feel like that.
Yeah,
I
London.
feel like London would
'cause
be a
Paris-
blast.
Yeah,
All pubs.
he told me
you know?
Paris sucked. He said Paris sucked.
and smelled.
London, yeah, it smells.
We said London
Honestly,
was
before he
amazing.
said, I thought London would be like. Every time I see London, obviously all I know
Someone
about
told
is
me
the
it was
TV,
very
rainy,
gloomy.
and like gloomy, and like.
But I don't know.
It does rain a lot. I mean, I've been to Ireland and it rained most of the time. I was there.
How was that?
But
Ireland.
there's a lot of drinking.
Oh,
A lot of
You
drinking
feel like
Guinness.
that, like seeing like Rocky V. Like I didn't hear no bell. Like the last day, you don't want to drink.
Yeah.
But there's still pubs you haven't gone to, and you're
gotta
like,
try
just
it
gonna
out.
pull up your big boy pants, and
Just-
you're like,
yeah.
I don't know when I'll be back here, and I'm not falling down yet. You know.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel like London would be kind of on the same wavelength with the pubs and stuff there. So
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
food.
Gotta go there.
I'm
We
a
gotta
food
go.
guy. I always try to eat food over
Now,
there.
Italy would be the place for food.
That's my
Absolutely.
number one.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Italy's my
Irish,
number
and I'm
one.
saying I would go to Italy.
Oh,
in a
man.
sec. My wife wants to go there someday, and I'm all for it just to eat.
It's on my list.
yeah.
Gotta get there.
It's on my list. Definitely.
When the kids are older, and I can do it.
I watch.
Because they're not coming.
I watch it. I got you, bro.
Watch your
Get
sister.
a babysitter.
Yeah, I got you.
Watch your sister. I'm going on vacation.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I'll watch it, Josh. Yeah, watch your sister. I'm going out real quick. All right. Speaking, we spoke about Patriots quarterbacks. Bigger disappointment: Mac Jones or Jimmy G?
I'd say when disappointment means I thought they were going to be good, so I'm going to say Jimmy G.
Yes.
Mac Jones, I never really liked it when they drafted him. I was actually rooting for them to draft Justin Fields. I wanted them to get Fields in that draft.
I thought it would have worked. It would have worked.
But I'm going to say Jimmy G because I actually thought he was going to be better than he is.
I thought he was going to be decent.
I thought, yeah.
Like average.
Mid-range.
Like, be Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? Be like
Be Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Lions fan, but I don't think Goff is great. I think the team is great, and he can play around that team he has. But I thought Jimmy G would be at least, he'd be up there, but he's terrible.
You know what? I'm happy you guys are winning for Jared Goff. I'm happy because that man had to get traded and watch his old team win the Super Bowl and him be in Detroit. Whether like
the Lions won that trade overall with the draft picks and Goff.
Yeah.
But in the end, it kind of worked out for them.
The first year, we're like,
but Goff definitely wants them to win though after that trade.
Of course. You kind of answered this earlier, but I don't feel like removing the question, so I'm going to ask it again.
Let's do it again.
Because you are a Lions fan. Your favorite one Lions, actually.
What question?
One
is
line.
this?
Can I ask the question? Can I ask?
Ask it.
Can I
I'm
ask?
confused.
Yeah, because I didn't finish the question. I'd be confused too if I got half
Change
a
it
question.
3 times. Go on.
I didn't even say it once. How did I change it 3 times?
Go on. It's okay. Go on. It's okay.
Who would you rather bring back to your team right now in their prime? Barry Sanders or Calvin Johnson?
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, I know.
They got a running game pretty strong. And not saying I love Amon-Ra, but if you had like a total package like Calvin Johnson and Amon-Ra your number 2, you win the Super Bowl. It's over. It's over with Calvin Johnson if you win it. I mean, Barry Sanders is brilliant, great to watch, but Montgomery and Gibbs right now, even though Montgomery's hurt, the running game is so strong right now. I feel like Jameson Williams is starting to smell a little bit like crap. Like he's dropping balls left and right.
Yeah,
you have
another one I thought it was going to be
picking it up, but overall, they really could use. I mean, Laporte is there catching, but man, if they had Megatron, forget it.
And you got
think about it.
someone
The
next
number
to
1
him.
coverage would be on him, so Amon-Ra would be dealing with number 2 coverage.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3 coverage would be on Calvin Johnson.
Imagine that. Yeah, exactly.
St. Brown's just roaming like, I'm here if you need me.
Laporte or Amon-Ra would be down there open. So.
Just throw it.
And the difference is Stafford's not going to just chuck it to you no matter what. I got other options. Before he didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, just Calvin.
I would just throw it to just Calvin.
It's just
I don't care
Calvin.
who the other receivers are.
Throw it to Calvin. That was a
It
game
could
plan.
be it could be
It worked.
Jamar Chase on the other side. I'm still throwing it to Calvin. That's just me.
That's why you're not quarterback.
That's why you're here and doing a podcast. Whatever, hater. At least I'm not 0-8. Next question.
In one league. Doing better than the other one.
Wings, flats or drums?
Oh, drums. Yes. I have this OCD thing with it. And I get me so
If you tell me you eat a wing with a fork, bro.
I know.
All right.
No, I didn't say I'm a weirdo. Obviously, I don't discriminate on either one. But I will not touch a flat until every drumstick is gone.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it.
Really?
I'll move on. But I can't just reach in and I have to look when I'm grabbing my wings. Those drumsticks got to be cleared. Which is good for my friends to mess with me pretty hard when we order wings when we're out because
they'll go
like
off
to move the drum. It'll throw me my whole game off. If I had a flat and now there's a drumstick there, it's like, where did I go wrong? So it's like this weird tick of mine. Again, just like the Mexican question. I was ready almost for this one. Yeah, because someone asked me that on Twitter one time. I did a random question thing, and I went more in depth than I think they expected.
Glad you asked. Pulls out his notebook. All right. Batman or Superman?
Oh, I'm a Superman guy. Christopher Reeve.
Nice.
Yes. Christopher Reeve.
It's been a while.
I like Batman and Superman. Batman holds up better as far as the franchises keep getting, they're always good.
Yeah.
It's weird how it's the same story keeps coming out with new actors and it's usually good.
Yeah,
except for Ben Affleck. But
I like Ben.
I did not like Ben as Batman that much. I didn't hate Batman, but the movie wasn't good.
That's not his fault.
But
the writing was
Christopher Reeve. I mean, I'm an 80s
He is the
kid.
Superman.
Christopher Reeves is Superman.
He is
And
Superman.
he's the only dude who understood that Clark Kent and Superman are 2 different characters.
Yes. Yeah.
He didn't play them like the same guy. You actually believed watching him that someone might fool somebody with the glasses because he carried his shoulders different, everything different.
Yeah.
And so Superman, Christopher Reeves, that's my guy.
Henry Cavill was like, "You're Superman."
He is, but yeah,
Gigantic and
Just walking around. Hey,
You're not
he
Clark
didn't
Kent.
carry,
I'm
he
a
didn't carry
reporter.
himself. Like Christopher Reeve is a huge guy, but when he was Clark Kent, he carried himself like a meek, small
Yeah.
person. It's just
Yeah.
he purposely, physically made himself like that. So growing up with that, that's my dude.
You know what I
Respect
noticed?
it.
Superman off of life.
I like both of them a lot. Big Batman guy, but I've noticed that there's like Halloween, the costumes are a lot of Batman and not many Supermans out
Superman's
there.
died out. All
It's like,
A lot.
why though?
Yeah.
Because he's so.
Well, also hasn't been like a popular movie come out too. So like,
They
my,
need
like
to.
my son,
is always popular.
Yeah.
my son wore the Batfleck outfit. His friend had the Bale outfit. So it's like there's two different Batmans, but everybody's wearing a version of Batman.
Who's your Batman?
Keaton.
Yeah.
Keaton's
Yes.
the right answer.
Yeah, correct answer. That is the right answer.
Michael Keaton.
Mike Keaton is
I mean,
Batman.
I love the Bale
gonna get
ones, but
nuts.
man, that voice gets rough.
Yeah.
Swear to me, you know, it's like, dude, like, and especially when he's talking to people who know he's Batman and he's still doing the voice. It's like, Morgan Freeman knows the other Batman and Bruce Wayne are the same person. Why are you still doing the voice?
I never thought of that.
You know, why are you still?
I
doing
know
the
it's
voice?
you, bro. Relax.
Yeah, why are you still doing it? Yeah, so
It's like Michael Jackson's real voice.
I made your tech, bro. I know who you are.
Michael Jackson's up there for me.
Oh, I'm
I got you
huge.
right.
Huge. MJ.
What? I'm huge. Huge Michael Jackson fan.
Seen him in DR.
Love Michael Jackson.
We just saw him in DR.
He loves to be there, huh?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, you can't go to a resort in DR and not see Michael Jackson perform. There's gonna be 5 nights. He'll be one of those nights. Every resort you go to, every single. I've never been to a resort in DR and Michael Jackson's not been there, not one time. Some are better than the others. I even went to a club and
So he's just giant there still. Then
oh, of course.
yeah.
Everybody still loves Michael Jackson.
I mean, everybody loves Michael Jackson.
If you could
America did him dirty.
just,
My
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
that's my
you're right.
opinion too.
I'm allowed to have it, but
I agree.
yeah, like everywhere else, he's still gigantic. Europe,
Michael
huge.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Guy's brilliant.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So you were more him over Prince.
Yes, though I like Prince too. Yeah, I'm a fan of Prince. I mean, Prince to me is more like instrumentally.
Yes.
Is that even a word? Instrumental.
Yeah, yeah.
We understand what you meant.
It is now.
Yeah.
He's more talented as far as instruments and stuff go, but Michael Jackson just entertainment.
I heard
the
something
songs,
about
amazing.
Prince. In his first 3 albums, he played every instrument that sounded on his albums.
Yep.
It's
Like
about
every little
almost
sound.
every album he did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That is
but
crazy.
MJ, I mean,
I need to start practicing.
Prince never had a Dirty Diana.
Yo,
That's my song. That's
Dirty
my
Diana?
favorite MJ song. And to me, it's like every time I hear that song, it's like the
have you
first time
seen?
I
Have you heard The Weeknd cover it?
I don't like that at all.
I figured that would be your answer.
I think it was
see that.
one of my son's friends said to listen to it. And it's not called Dirty Diana. It's called like DD or something.
Yeah.
And I listened to it and I'm like, he's missing the point. Because the point is that when Dirty Diana came out, there's tons of rock music out in the 80s. Michael Jackson's doing pop. And he comes out and does rock and better than the rockers who were out there. That's not supposed to be a pop song, Dirty Diana. It's supposed to be a rock song and a pop artist showing the rockers that he does that even better than them. You know? That's not supposed to
amazing.
be what The Weeknd did with it. He's missing the point of the song.
I heard him back to back. I was like, nah. See, I thought you did great until I heard this one.
Yeah.
Jackson,
You hear it by itself.
when
you're like,
Jackson
oh,
gets
it's pretty good.
that gritty voice, man. Oh wow,
There's pain. You
so
feel
good.
everything he's saying.
One of my favorite Michael Jackson videos is when they're doing the We Are the World and he's like helping.
Oh,
Yo, that shit is
When he
hilarious.
looks at Huey Lewis and probably like just looks disgusted.
Like, what is it? Like,
Do like this. All right.
all right, and then he just goes, ah!
Just
And
that
Michael's
look,
looking at him like, bro, I didn't say none of that, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Just should have sang the whole song.
Yeah.
I know. I wish.
Him and Lionel.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie.
We
Shout out Lionel
missed it. We were gonna get the tour, man. He was just about to go out. I mean, and the tickets wouldn't even that bad because it's not like it's now. Michael just goes to tour right now. It's $20,000 a ticket.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shit, you don't want to know what I'm about to pay for Bad Bunny.
Taylor Swift tickets right now. Probably
Oh
like
my
that
god!
too.
I think she made $1 billion off that goddamn tour.
She makes $1 billion just being at the NFL games.
I know. I'm so tired.
getting tired of
Can
it.
we stop? Can we stop with
Yeah.
the Taylor? Like,
Show her once.
Yes.
She's there. Nice.
Show her
Now
once
back to
like
the
you
game.
do every celebrity that goes to the games. Like they showed Eminem. You didn't keep the camera on him at the
Yeah, the whole time. The
He's
whole
here. Great. Wonderful. Back to the game.
Exactly.
it
I don't want to
reminds
see
you,
her.
NFL's a business. It keeps
Other than a
reminding me.
highlight.
I mean, if she walked in and she had Deadpool and Wolverine behind her and they didn't even put the camera on them, I was offended.
I was pissed. Like, yo, she high fived Hugh Jackman. Didn't even see Hugh Jackman.
You got Wolverine behind you.
So his hand, I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, they don't care.
I didn't even put that together.
They walked in with her.
I
Yeah,
knew
they
that
were
the,
right
the
behind
actors
her.
were there, but I didn't think like, oh, Wolverine
Same
and
booth,
Deadpool.
Wolverine and Deadpool.
side by
Yeah.
side.
Yep.
All right. Bonus question:
Bonus.
DC or Marvel?
Marvel, 1,000%.
Okay.
Wolverine tattoo on my back.
Oh, Wolverine.
How big?
The whole back.
The cover of Ultimate X-Men #2.
Ooh.
Yes.
Look that up, Josh.
Yeah, I think it was number 2 or 3, but 2, I think. But yeah, huge Marvel, like huge comic book nerd growing up. Huge.
I
Like,
wish I lived in that era. I got to it lately. I got to it like after the
The
movies.
thing with me, like, I'm a big DC guy because of Batman and Justice League, but like Marvel movies haven't really.
Sorry, you talking about that one?
yes, that is exactly correct.
Ultimate. I love the
like
Ultimate
the
Marvel
Avengers
too.
and stuff like that. I like Wolverine and Spider-Man the most out of Marvel, and
They're the big part of the big three.
They'll be coming over though. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because
It's
of
like,
the,
hurry
the whole
up.
Sony thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
But Marvel, 100%. I have like boxes still in my attic of my old Marvel comics, like X-Men mostly.
yeah.
2
X-Men was
long
the,
boxes of X-Men, but X-Men in the 80s and 90s, like the early 90s when I was really
yes.
reading them, then Uncanny X-Men was like the comic to read. It was awesome.
Yeah, we got a
Great-
bonus
great
question on
answer.
them. All right, back to football.
football.
This is the name that when I Googled how it's spelled, I was like, good Lord.
Who's that?
Jameer Gibbs, Jahmyr. Jesus.
I still Google it whenever I think.
Yo, I had to. Bijan Robinson, who's going to be the better running back?
This season or overall? Like career?
I say career. Let's go career.
I say Bijan Robinson, and that's not fun for me to say.
No, I feel
I think
it.
it's gonna be, he's like barring injury, which you can never guess.
Yeah, we're
Like,
obviously.
he's, to me, is like just a notch behind Saquon Barkley talented, and Barkley hasn't lived up to it because of injuries, but those kind of talents is huge. And Gibbs has got a lot of burst, but I just think Bijan, if they finally ever use him right, is going to be so impressive.
I feel like he's gonna be amazing.
And last but not least, which one would you rather use for fantasy? Yahoo or ESPN?
I'm in my mid 40s, dude, and I'm a dad. I go Yahoo. My trophy case is on Yahoo.
yeah.
So many people I write to talk about Sleeper, like, you're still on Yahoo? I'm like, listen, it doesn't reflect what I know and don't know. That's where my trophy case has been for a lot of years, and I'm just piling onto that right now. I'm not
Great.
leaving that digital trophy case behind.
Absolutely not.
So, yeah, I'm Yahoo for life until someone pries it away from me.
That was the beginning.
Yahoo was
Yahoo
the
was like,
OG.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have,
Yahoo's still my favorite.
I love Yahoo.
Dude, anytime someone says like, "Yo, I have a league," wow, oh yeah, ESPN. I'm like, bro, no,
I hate ESPN.
no,
Hate
I
it.
don't like NFL's one either.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even try that one
It's
either.
terrible.
I had to re-download ESPN. I was pissed. I
The
was
Sleeper one looks cool, but I mean, I'm a little older, and when I go on, it's just I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm used to what I'm used to.
Yeah,
You know, there's no X, there's Twitter, there's Yahoo, not Sleeper. Like I'm in my ways now.
Jordan's the greatest, not LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There's things I just don't bend on at this point.
All right, shout outs.
Shout out.
This is where we just shout out anybody want to shout out any organizations, any sponsors, anybody who's paying your bills, anybody.
Hey, my bells.
Shout out Vibe.
Shout out Nerd Gods.
Shout out the I must keep saying the Ghosts and Nerd Gods. Shout out to the Ghosts and Nerd Gods.
Shout out Young Soldiers Success Group.
Shout out Jesus.
Shout out Jesus.
Yeah. Shout out Hunger. Yep.
Shout out Hongas.
Shout out P2P.
What was that? The podcast.
Oh, shout out to my dudes, the fantasy football dudes.
Shout out to the
TFF
fantasy-
dudes for
Yeah.
giving me my start.
There you go. Shout out to
I
them.
wouldn't be who I am now if they didn't give me that one chance. So
Yeah.
they're,
Right.
they're my dudes for life.
Same with a Vibe.
Same with a
Jay
vibe.
with a vibe.
Helped us.
Appreciate it. I came here to the random interview one day. First of all, I can admit it now. I asked to be on the show. I didn't- Before I hinted at it, I was like, oh, yeah, they asked me. I couldn't force myself. No, I asked. I hit up Quo, JQ, and want to be on the show. And then
I be
it
on the
started,
show?
honestly started from one joke. I mean, like, yo, I think they had a, one of the co-hosts was out, and I was like, oh, she's on maternity leave. I can come in. I can, have my own shit. And then they're like, oh, maybe we could talk. I was like, oh, great.
And then he just
And
takes
now
over, doesn't he?
we're 87 episodes later.
87.
Seven.
guys.
Crazy.
The Gronk number.
The Gronk.
Almost
Almost
there,
won that
13 more.
jersey. So close.
Thank you, Tom, for blessing us with your fantasy football knowledge and advice.
awesome time.
Hopefully, Josh takes some of your advice.
I need
if
that.
not
I'm
now,
doing
maybe next year.
No,
Gotta take
I'm
some
winning this year.
Yeah, man, what?
Crazy comeback.
I'll be doing start sits this weekend.
I'm in there.
Definitely check him out on Twitter for starts and sits. What is your handle?
TFF Dad.
TFF Dad. RG, I don't know your Twitter handle.
It's okay.
Sanchez, I don't know your Twitter handle. I'm Melly Mel. I don't even know my own Twitter handle.
They're on there somewhere. Find them.
We're on the
Find
X.
us. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Take that.
Yeah.
Fire.
806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, you heard?
Take that.
806 The Show.